guys, welcome here. My name is Deepak Char and today we will learn about HTML. So basically what is the HTML and for what purpose it used for. So in this series we will talk about what is HTML and what we need to start HTML. We will create HTML file, HTML tag syntax and page structure and lot more things. So let's start it. So what is HTML? It stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and most of the people don't know that HTML is not a programming language of any level. It's a markup language for creating web page and documents. One of the key elements of programming language is logic. You can have conditions like if this true then do this operation, or if this false then do this operation. HTML however doesn't have any of that. HTML is just like to display format of elements of web pages. That may be text paragraph, headings, images, videos and many other things. So the example of programming language is PHP, Java, Python, etc. And every single site that you see output to the browser is HTML, no matter what programming language you used in backend. What we need to start HTML? So to start HTML, basically we just need a browser and the text editor. Browser you can use Google Chrome, I will suggest it, and Firefox, Safari or any other if you want, but don't use Internet Explorer. And for the text editor I will suggest Sublime, but if you are beginner then use Notepad++, and for Mac and Linux you can use Sublime. So to download any of them, simply just search on Google and download it. So after installing the editor, we can go ahead and now we can create HTML file. So one great thing about HTML is you don't need any kind of special server or hosting company to write or test HTML. You can simply create a file on your computer and the extension of the file should be .html, and you can open that file with any of the browser. And when you are creating a project, then there should be one index.html file which will be root or home for the website or project. So now let's create our first HTML file. So first create a folder for the project. I'm gonna name it HTML project. And inside that folder, let's create a text document. And rename it with index.html. So you set default icon on it. If the icon is not of your browser, then right click on it and open with and choose default option and select your browser. Now to edit this file, right click on edit with Notepad or Sublime, whatever you are using. Another way to open the file is click on File tab and click on Open, then choose File. Alright, so now just type hello world, no text anything yet, and make sure you save it, press Ctrl S. Now open it with browser, just double click on the file and the browser open. You can say the hello world. So I'm gonna do this is to snap it to the edge and open text editor this side. Before we proceed, I'm gonna talk about HTML tag. So HTML tag is basic building block of any web page. Element names surrounding by angle brackets, and tag usually comes in pair, start tag and end tag. If you look over here, we have start tag and end tag. This example here, we have about us is the content and the content is surrounding by h1 tag, and the h1 is for heading. Have you noticed that PR tag here, which is for line break? There is no opening and closing, it's just one tag and called self-closing tag. Now there is specific structure to HTML document. So this is quick diagram. You can see everything is surrounding with HTML start and end tag. Inside it we have head area and body area. Now the head has nothing to do with output. It has things like page title, metadata like description and keyword, and it has links to external CSS and JavaScript files. And in the body we have actual markup code which will be displayed on the browser like heading, paragraph, images, videos, etc. Now let's take an example of very simple web page. Now on very first line write doc type HTML. It's not the HTML tag, it's just declaration. And this is the standard for HTML5. HTML tags, and now the head tag, the body tag, and now in head put the title of the page. In title tag, that is my HTML project. Now reload the browser and you see nothing, but if you look at the tag you see my HTML project. So whatever you put in title here, it's gonna show here. And now write heading in H1 tag. And now take a look to heading 2. And notice that text is little smaller. Similar like we have H3, H4, H5, H6. Alright, now the paragraph tag, we have some dummy text in it. And if you write another paragraph, then it starts from new line. Text can be inline or block level. So inline elements do not start new line and take only necessary width. Block level elements however start a new line and take full width of the line. If it's confusing, I will give you some example. Block level tags like div, heading, paragraph, and inlines are like span, images, anchor, and I will discuss all of them. So let's go in paragraph tag and add any of inline tag. Let's add strong, and strong similar like bold tag. Now refresh the browser and see no new line started and text turned into bold. And there's a lot of tag in HTML and everyone has its own property.